Gervonta Davis versus Jake motherfucking Paul.
Tell where I go get my money and getting out of here.
Oh, fix a fight hand, and this one is over.
I'm fucking him up, Ariel. I'm fucking him up.
Now, I'll give Jake Paul credit for this. At least he's in the ring with a boxer, as opposed to a striker or somebody who's pretending to be a boxer but really isn't, or a basketball player, or somebody like that.
Today, tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start streaming out that, stop it, knock it off, cuz.
Jake Paul has just sent the most brutal warning message to Gervonta "Tank" Davis. And let me tell you, this isn't just trash talk anymore. Paul is promising a knockout, and the stakes have never been higher. We're talking about a fight that could change everything we know about modern boxing. Stay tuned as we break down Paul's shocking threats, the massive controversy surrounding this matchup, and why Hall of Fame fighters are calling this fight dangerous. This is going to be intense.
I promise you, this fight is not going the distance. Someone is getting slept and humbled. The pressure is on, Gervonta, and I am beyond ready to pull off one of the greatest upsets in boxing history against an undefeated world champion, the biggest fight of 2025.
Let's dive straight into the fire, folks. Jake Paul just dropped the most savage warning video on his YouTube channel, and he's not holding anything back against Gervonta Davis. Here's what Paul said, and I quote, "He's been running that third-grade mouth for years now, saying I need to fight a real boxer. Well, little man, congratulations, you got your wish."
Buddy, he's been running that third-grade mouth for years now, saying I need to fight a real boxer.
He got to fight a actual fighter now, like a fighter.
Who is somebody you can see him fighting, like
Me.
a real you?
Yeah.
Well, little man, congratulations. You got your wish.
But that's just the beginning. Paul continued with this knockout promise. "I promise you, this fight is not going the distance. Someone is getting slept and humbled. The pressure is on, Gervonta, and I am beyond ready to pull off one of the greatest upsets in boxing history."
Pow. I promise you, this fight is not going the distance. Someone is getting slept and humbled. The pressure is on, Gervonta, and I am beyond ready to pull off one of the greatest upsets in boxing history.
Did you hear that? Someone is getting slept. This isn't just promotional talk anymore. Paul is genuinely confident he can knock out one of boxing's most feared punchers. The YouTuber turned boxer even threw more shade, saying, "Tank has been beating people up my size for ages. Since everyone thinks size doesn't matter, I want you all to keep that same energy when I fold Tank in half."
Damn!
Well. What's new? Big surprise. Looks like everybody has Tank to win this fight. I know you got him picked! And since everyone clearly thinks size doesn't matter, I want y'all to keep that same energy when I fold Tank in half.
Fold Tank in half. Those are fighting words if I've ever heard them. Now here's where things get absolutely crazy, and why the entire boxing community is up in arms about this fight. We're looking at a 65-pound weight difference between these two fighters. Let me put that in perspective for you. Jake Paul weighed in at 200 pounds in his last fight, while Gervonta Davis was at 135 pounds. That's like a heavyweight facing a lightweight. Paul stands 6'1" with a massive reach advantage, while Davis is 5'5". The size difference is so extreme that Hall of Fame boxer Tim Bradley called this fight dangerous for Tank Davis. Bradley didn't hold back, saying, "This doesn't make any sense now. This is dangerous for Tank. This is dangerous. 40 pounds, 50 pounds, or something like that. This is dangerous."
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag, of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
But here's the kicker. This November 14th showdown in Atlanta will be broadcast live on Netflix, meaning millions of subscribers worldwide will witness what could be one of the most controversial fights in boxing history. The fight is reportedly structured as an exhibition, which means it won't count on either fighter's professional record, even if someone gets knocked out cold. So what exactly is at stake in this massive showdown? Jake Paul laid it out perfectly, and the implications are huge for both fighters. Paul explained the stakes like this: if I win, I just beat one of boxing's greatest and pulled off the impossible. If he wins, he gives you all what you want to see and sends me back to YouTube. But if he loses, that whole little image of toughness and badness goes out all the window, all from the little hands of a YouTuber.
If I win, I just beat one of boxing's greatest and pulled off the impossible. If he wins, he gives you all what you want to see, sends me back to YouTube. But if he loses, that whole little image of toughness and badassness goes all.
For Jake Paul, this is his chance to prove he belongs with elite-level boxers. A victory over Davis, who boasts a 30-0-1 record with 28 knockouts, would silence every critic who's ever called him a fake boxer. But for Gervonta Davis, the stakes might be even higher. The WBA lightweight champion risks his entire reputation. As Paul brutally pointed out, losing to a YouTuber would completely destroy the tank mystique that's made him one of boxing's biggest stars. And there's another layer to this story: Floyd Mayweather's influence. Remember, Mayweather mentored Davis and once told him, "Do what makes you happy." I made over $1 billion because I did what I wanted to do.
We on? Yeah. We on. I want everybody to follow him on all his social media platforms. Follow my guy, future world champion.
Some critics are saying Davis is following Mayweather's blueprint of choosing money over legacy-defining fights. The boxing world is not happy about this matchup, and veteran journalist Luke Thomas absolutely destroyed both fighters with his criticism. Thomas said, "In general, Jake Paul's fights are somewhat. Everyone knows the truth. If they were the same size, Gervonta would knock him out quite easily. But they are not. There is a huge difference."
This is not universally true, okay? Like the knockout of Woodley in the second fight, the knockout itself was spectacular. And there's been some other rounds that maybe were reasonably interesting, but by and large, Jake Paul's fights suck ass, right? Like over the course of the bouts themselves.
He went even further, calling this fight a heartbreaking symbol of the collapse of American boxing. Think about it. When Davis was 18, he was already a national Golden Gloves champion, while Jake Paul was making Vine videos with zero connection to boxing. The skill gap is enormous, but the size advantage might be the great equalizer. Even other champions are speaking out. The current WBA welterweight champion Rolly Romero has voiced his concerns about this bizarre matchup that has the boxing purists absolutely furious. November 14th at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. That's when we'll get our answers. Jake Paul has promised this fight won't go the distance, and honestly, with two knockout artists like this, he might be right. Paul's confidence is through the roof. He's calling this the most dangerous fight of my career, while simultaneously promising to knock out one of boxing's most feared punchers. Davis, on the other hand, simply posted on Instagram, "See y'all soon. I guess, ATL gonna be too turned." Not exactly the most confident response from someone with his reputation. The question everyone's asking is, will Jake Paul's size and power overcome Gervonta Davis's superior boxing skills and experience? Or will Tank prove that technique beats size every single time? One thing's for certain, someone's reputation is about to be destroyed on November 14th. And that's a wrap on today's explosive breakdown of Jake Paul's knockout warning to Gervonta Davis. This fight has everything: drama, controversy, massive stakes, and two fighters who genuinely believe they're going to knock each other out. What do you think is going to happen? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Are you Team Paul or Team Tank? Don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more boxing content, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest updates. Until next time, keep your guard up and your punches sharp. This is Boxing Central, and we'll see you for the next big story.